HE comes naturally to small sports utility brands, and I can tell you that a lot of them would be very happy to run their launch activities entirely around that culture, but not Jeep. Even though the Cherokee is now been recast in the mould of a city slicker, it's still a Jeep. So there's a certain amount of badge history and credibility to uphold. So it is that we've come to Adelaide, but only as a kick-off point. Left behind is the city and the vibrant wine-growing regions. We're going to the other natural territory for the Cherokee. It's a 60-minute flight or an increasingly arid 5-hour drive through South Australia to reach the edge of the outback, and a place that might be the death of your RAV4. They call it Wilpena Pound. You'd think this was one of those ancient meteor strike sites or the remains of a vast volcano. Actually, it's wholly natural in its formation, created 900 million years ago when the surrounding area was all a vast inland sea. The exterior escarpment is 50 kilometres around and hundreds of metres high. Will the Pound corral this new Jeep? Well, I'll leave it to the attached story to perhaps answer that question. Enjoy this insight into where we went and what we did. We're reminded that underneath this platform is basically an Alfa Romeo, and yet clearly it's now a Jeep. How much did you have to do to change the vehicle? It seems like a total reformation.
We did. We had to change the vehicle to make sure the Jeep attributes are all maintained, especially the trail-rated attributes are maintained. But the beauty of the platform is also modularity. Yes. It can support a lot of different applications, front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, 4x4 applications. In some sense, you didn't have to change much. In some changes, you did have to make sure that the Jeep, again, the Jeepness is maintained with this platform. It is a wholly Jeep. I mean, our customer wouldn't want anything else if it is not a Jeep. So, you know, yesterday we talked about a little bit about what it means, what the trail rated means, and all those capabilities are absolutely maintained in this Jeep, and you probably saw it coming up here and what the vehicle can do.
Is there any chance that this vehicle could be developed with diesel? Is that simply a marketing decision, or is there an engineering issue?
It will be no engineering issues. It will be more of a marketing I wouldn't want to call it even an issue, but marketing decision is what I would call it. But you'll get the diesel when the right time is there and bring it into your market.
Greg, as the designer of this vehicle, you carry a huge weight of responsibility. As you've said, you've really polarized with this design. It's a great breakaway from traditional Jeep. These things have happened before in car design, and you'll know who Chris Bangle is. That was a great effect for BMW. A lot of pain and angst in the short term, but in the long run, it was a great success for them. Do you feel that's the same with this vehicle?
Too early to tell, I guess, but we've done our research, so we spent a lot of time talking to customers to see what the long term would be, and they responded with good response. It was, you know, polarizing from the research, but we found that people really loved it, and then there were people that were questioning it, but you know, as I explained before, the amplitude was really high. The people that really loved it really wanted to buy one.
Sure.
Yeah.
The people who don't quite like it, are they your hardcore Jeep enthusiasts, the old school diehards? And some of them are NRA members, aren't they? And aren't you a little bit worried about some hate mail or worse?
No, not at all, no. Hard to say exactly who the haters are necessarily, but what we've seen are a lot of people changing their minds once they see the vehicle in the flesh. So you know, pictures are one thing online, but when you actually see the vehicle on the road and then even at night with all this special lighting and things like that, not too many NRA members to worry about after that.
How much further can Jeep design go from here? Is this is a fresh start vehicle?
This is about as fresh as we've dared in a long time, so hard to say exactly where you could put the limits, but you'll see the two different factors we have for Jeep. You have the Grand Cherokee side of the business and then the Wrangler, and this vehicle is more of a Grand Cherokee aesthetic, kind of lives in that family, but more athletic and definitely more futuristic. And then you have the Renegade, which we've just shown at the Geneva show, which will push more the Wrangler side of the family. But yeah, too early to tell again. We're going to keep pushing.